From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Buffalo Bills. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
$319. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Key in, 21, we got it.
On play action, Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
It's a gain of 7.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On first down, Allen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go on, Eddie. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Easy. 4th down. Easy. 15 miles. I got 15.
On first down, Buckley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down now, Buckley, he'll have a first down past the 40. A huge play there for Washington. 53 yards. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
He's not going to get me.
On 2nd down, Buckley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try the left side. Buckley, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
34-yard line.
Hey, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the run, watch the run. Good shot, baby, that's baby. Middle. Check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Allen. That one complete to Driver. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 21.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
No.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Everyone got 4 down. 57 colors.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
I smell fear in that offense.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 36 yards on the play. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. They'll try the left side. Buckley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
On second down now, Buckley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 24, check 24.
Hey, 43, 15.
Alpha.
49. Blue down. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Watch twist.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They come out here in the eye. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
3rd down.
Watch out, watch out. 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. Alert!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Check back 21. Half. He's checking. Crash. Hey, alert 3. Deuce. Alert. Check. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You can't block me.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 39 yards there, a big one.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
At the 3-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Middle, 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 middle.
Kill, kill, kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Round 80. Alert, alert, alert. Bravo. Come on, come on, come on.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
We got this.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now here's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He finds an opening past the 40. Wide open receiver complete as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. A 3rd down gain of 19.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
And the Redskins first down.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Mike 49. Mike 49. Here we go, D.
Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Hey, Ridley. Hey, color.
From the 30 on second down, Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. And he'll give it here to his running back. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 25.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Middle.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check 26, check 26.
to the air. Allen. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Jim, all 52. Switch. Shit. Alert. Shit.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, we got 3 down.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
3 down.
Back. Check 9.
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
3 down.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now a handoff working right. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He pitches it. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll get this down to the 10. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Allen now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. Buckley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Hey, check.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
49. I 7, let's go. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Redskins.
Yellow. Argolani.
He's telling right.
They'll run on first down. Buckley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Second and 10 at the Bills' 27-yard line.
SOS. Yellow.
Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here I come again.
He'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Half 85, half 85. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. Whoosh.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Attack, attack. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 2nd down, Buckley. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. They were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
We got three, fellas, we got three. Come back.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Redskins send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Round 80. Undercut.
And to give this time to the tailback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, watch the slant.
Check 52. Watch the shift.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon Collins made the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 29-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Hey, 50, Mike 50. Hey, watch it, watch it. Here we go. Check 4.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fair catch. Made it at the 25-yard line. The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
49 the mic. Watch 49. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Come on now. Let's go.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 53 yards. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On second down now. Buckley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Buckley. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.